What's up, gamers? Mass Gamer here, bringing you another map review, the second map of this series for the first Modern Warfare 3 DLC drop. This map is Piazza. It is an Italiano map. Played it a little bit the other day, thought it was pretty cool, wanted to go through while the content was still fresh and give you a little bit of my opinions on it and what I've found so far, and kind of go through the ins and outs of it so that you can be prepared. If you have it, hopefully it'll show you a few things you haven't seen. If you don't have it, hopefully it will be able to influence your decision on whether it is worth it to you as a gamer to pick up this DLC or possibly even Call of Duty Elite. I touched on that on the last video, also made another video about it. My opinion at this point in time is that the actual Elite service is not worth the $50 a year, but the map packs that come along with it, if they deliver as promised, which is two DLC drops a month for 9 months, which would equal 18 maps for the year, which would be once again unprecedented and pretty cool. I think Modern Warfare 3 already came out with a lot of maps, which was refreshing. And there's a lot of quality maps, not a whole lot of them that I don't really care for so far. Outpost I'm not really a big fan of, and that's probably the biggest one that I don't really like in that. And this map so far, it looks good. It's going to be pretty complex, I think, the way that it plays. There's going to be a few major playing points in here, depending on what game mode you're playing. I was playing a little bit of domination, and it definitely feels that the flag locations are spread out pretty far, which definitely makes it a challenge. This map is a little bit smaller than our New York setting, Liberation, and it plays pretty well. It plays fast-paced, but there are also a lot of hiding spots. As you can see through this video here, I'm showing some different choke points you can hold down, some different lanes you're going to want to hold down, and you know, some different hiding spots and things like that, just so you can get an idea of how things are going to play. Hopefully, my intent here was to give you a good overview of what's going on in the map, so that you can take this without even having to play it and say, okay, you know, I can play this map. I think depending on the type of players you are playing with, this map could either be really campy or it could be really high-paced and prove to show a little bit of complex gameplay. Part of this here, right here, I'm sitting on, I believe, the A flag here. I might be wrong. I only played domination a couple times, but some good hiding spots in here. But I was actually attacking this quite often, and I found it was easy to take from going down that right hill that I came up from. There's two different paths you can take, which changes the angle that you're firing at, which is pretty cool. This map, as well as the Liberation map, has really detailed graphics. I think they spent a lot of time and effort modeling this out. The light box on this one's not quite as impressive as on Liberation, but it still looks really good. I mean, it gives you that feel of being in Italy. They really went through a lot of detail in this. You can see the statue, the water coming out. They even put glass, which, you know, I show you here, and some of the panes where it really wasn't necessary, but they took the time to really put the detail in to kind of give you your money's worth. One of my complaints with this map, just like the majority of the Modern Warfare 3 maps, is that a lot of areas that it appears that you should be able to jump up on or climb up on, you cannot. So that can be a little bit confusing and frustrating, especially if you're more of a casual player. You look at something and say, okay, I can jump on that planter. You end up jumping on it and you just get shot in the butt. And nobody likes getting shot in the butt. Well, maybe some of you do, I don't know. But as you can see here, this is another flag location here. I believe it's C. That one's a little bit more difficult to defend, so that's going to change hands frequently. But on the other hand, it's a little bit more difficult to get to. So anyways, this map, as you can see, it's very detailed. There's a lot of good spots if you want to rush, if you want to play a really aggressive forward position in this map. There's a lot of ways to be able to do that. But also, if you're a little bit of a slower paced player or even a sniper, there's a lot of different positions that you can hold on that as well. So I would consider this a medium-sized map. Medium-sized map. I'm sure this is probably going to be a favorite for a lot of people. I'm pretty sure that all the critics and all the players of this game are going to say that it's one of their favorites once it does get enough playtime. It's only been out for a day and a half or whatever. Sorry, PlayStation users, you're gonna have to wait about a month. So far, that's the only benefit I've seen of being an Xbox Live paying member as opposed to being in the PlayStation Network. So we finally get something for our money, I guess. But anyways, back to the map here, and Call of Duty Elite in the map. Look at that little cellar there, and they actually put glass in, like I was mentioning before, which is just pretty sweet. It'd be kind of cool if you could go in there. This map does feel like there's a lot of back doors in it as well. You see you got a little wine cellar in here, and pretty detailed, pretty cool little map. Graphics are just phenomenal. I'm impressed with it, and I'm actually really excited to see what the next Call of Duty is going to have to bear as far as maps and graphics, because it's going to be pretty hard to top. I know there's a lot of flamers and people complaining about the Call of Duties as they come out, but then again, they send millions and millions of copies in the first couple of days every time. You know, and it's an award-winning, one of the top franchises of all time. So you can complain about it, but everybody ends up buying it and playing it. I know that from personal experience. Got a lot of friends online. Oh man, let's play Battlefield, and you know, we're not going to buy the next Call of Duty. And guess what? They're all playing it again, just like I knew they would. So, anyways, back to the Elite, and is it worth it to purchase? The service itself, no. If it was just the service, you didn't get the DLC, I would definitely say pass on it. Don't let them rip you off. But really, if you're gonna buy the maps anyways, most of the players that are hardcore. Oh, and here's a pretty camp spot right here. I noticed this spot was always occupied. Always. There's always gonna be a sniper up there. So if you come around that corner, you've got a 9 out of 10 chance of needing to just blast somebody in the face right there. So just be prepared to get past that sniper fire right there. But yeah, as far as the Call of Duty Elite, if you're buying it for the service, yeah, it sucks. It's terrible. Don't spend your money on it. But if you are going to buy the maps anyways, I suggest going ahead and doing it, because if they do come out with the maps like they promised they are, it is worth the $50 a year. So yeah, you're going to buy a new Call of Duty every year, and yeah, you're going to buy the new maps, so might as well just get it done in one shot. You've already got the maps coming, and you know, there's a few added perks too. I mean, the Elite players get the maps before people that aren't members and all that good stuff, and some of the stats are cool, and I'm sure that you know, over the next several months and years and everything, it is going to get better. So my suggestion, if you play Call of Duty more than a couple times a week, you know, buy the Elite service, get the maps, and you know, get your money's worth out of it. It'll save you a little bit of money, and you get all the content, and you know, it's pretty cool. So anyways, back to the gameplay here. I wanted to make sure I did go through this a couple times for you. Give you, pretty close to 10 minutes worth of gameplay and analysis here, just so that you can take it and hopefully see my point of view on it, and maybe give you a different point of view and some different choke points to hold down. This one right here, it gets a little bit complex with the different levels and everything. I think the majority of the Modern Warfare 3 maps are pretty well designed. And what I mean by saying that is that they flow really well, the objectives are handled really well, so you can play the game however you want. If you're a camper, or you'd like to, play a little bit slower, or snipe, or whatever, I mean, that's cool, you can do that, and the map will support it. But if you're a rusher and you play a little bit more hardcore and with a little bit more skill, you can go ahead and do that too. So don't worry, snipers, love you too, but I like to run around and shoot faces. So anyways, the map is definitely a lot of fun so far. I'm excited to see how it develops throughout the gameplay. You know how most games are, and most maps are when they first come out. It's got a different feel than when we played it for a couple months. So as of now, I think this is probably going to end up being one of the favorites out of the new maps, and probably out of the old maps as well. It's going to get a lot of play time. I think it's going to be a favorite for clans as well for practicing, because it is small, but it has a lot of different options. Got some wide open spaces, along with a lot of close quarter combat as well. Oh, can't jump up there. That little flower bed back there, by the way, that's a little hotbed. There's going to be some people hiding in there, and this one as well. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on those spots. There's definitely a few hiding spots on this map that are going to catch you off guard, even if you have played it several times. So anyways, I plan on continuing to make further maps here, map reviews here, and hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, the Masked Gamer's out.